Great Monday evening. I hope you had a wonderful March 9th, 2020 in the Lord. I'm just going to briefly say what the Lord said to me tonight. I was at a beautiful, life-changing concert. It wasn't meant for my son to be there because he had homework to do on spring break, but I was at this beautiful church, Fourth Presbyterian Church, in the Gold Coast near Water Tower, and there was a concert, Morehouse Choir, the Glee Club, and it was beyond extraordinary, beautiful. But there was one piece that was called, I think it's called the 7 Last Words of the Unarmed, and they were talking about all these males, but they were like 7 different movements of music. That was one compilation. This young man named Joel Thompson from Atlanta wrote this. And it started out talking about, or singing, they were singing about Kenneth Chamberlain and his last words before the police shot him. And officer, why do you have guns pointing at me? And they're singing this. And then the 7-second one they were singing about was Trayvon Martin. And what were his words? What, officer, why are you following me? What are you following me for? And then the third victim, a young African-American male, I didn't get his name, but they sang, Mom, I'm going to college. So what I'm saying is I was crying, and I was not the only one in that audience, because all these males who were singing and thinking about a mother's pain and a lamentation. And that brings me to Prov.10, verse 1. The foolishness of a son is heaviness, but another version says grief. Like, it pains. It's almost like the same as labor pains, because it hurts so deeply when there's some foolishness or her son. It's almost like a death of dreams. So God revived me. He refreshed me. And his promise is that he would do that for all of us as we lay our wonderful treasures on the altar. He'll take care of it, and we can have joy, delight through our treasured paths. What did you get out of it?
Verse 4 say like lazy hands, like they make poverty, and that's saying like right now if I'm, or I guess I have time. I have like a little bit of time. Being only 18, so I have time to work on some things before I start a family or whatever. But if I'm waiting too long and I'm still like lazy and I'm still having these tactics, then I'll be messed up.
You blow everything, right? And again, that's heaviness to a mother because she has so many hopes and dreams. So what we're to do, and that's so funny, back in chapter 9, I wrote this version from the church, from the concert tonight. Verse 6, lay aside immaturity and live and walk in the way of insight. And again, the King James Version says, forsake the foolish and live and go in the way of understanding. So put away the things that distract you and subtract from you, and you're going to be a powerful young man of destiny, just like all these African-American males out here. The Lord put seeds and potential in each one of them, and he wants their destiny to be realized. Amen?
Amen.
All right. Hope you have a wonderful evening full of rest and hope and replenishment. Good night.